Okay, so I finally got over myself and watched season 1 of the hit anime Fire Force. And I gotta say, y'all were right. Once you get over the main character showing his feet all the time and the overt fan service, you see it for what it truly is, a great story with incredible animation. I can see why everyone loves it, but I have to do my job here and call them out just like I do with everyone else. Now, for those of you who don't know, Fire Force follows the story of a young man named Shinro as he tries to find the culprits of a raging fire that takes his brother and mother away from him. Oh yeah, and it's set in this dystopian future where the entire world went into flames and everyone was forced to move to Japan, only to live in fear of spontaneously combusting. I mean, it gets really intense. But what really grabbed my attention was the protagonist's home base, Company 8. You see, because in this anime, Company 8 pushes that agenda of caring about all lives, yada yada yada. But in reality, what they really are cold-blooded murderers who use qualified immunity to murder human beings. Now, for those of you who don't know, qualified immunity is a judicially created doctrine that shields government officials from being personally liable for constitutional violations. You know, like murder. But Frankie, how does this pertain to the Fire Force? Let me explain. The Fire Force only exists to extinguish people who spontaneously combust, who they fondly call infernos. Now, Company 8 pretends that putting down these infernos is this heavy burden. I mean, they even bring in a nun to pray for their victims right before they clap them. But the reality is that Company 8 is an unregulated sector that couldn't care less about the people. Let's look at the facts. The captain of Company 8 spends hours working out daily to wash up these infernos. But he doesn't spend not 1 minute researching the cause of infernos or to see if infernos can be turned back into humans. He also gives out orders to exterminate an inferno that is clearly sentient. I mean, look at him, he's wearing pants. It wasn't until his homeboy and star player started looking into the ethics of killing infernos that he even started to look into the research of them. Yes, Company 8 shows remorse after they extinguish an inferno, but they have no issues killing infernos that are doing no harm and are just like resting in their home. The worst part is that they're riding this huge propaganda campaign that villainizes the infernos and pushes the rhetoric that everyone needs them to stay safe, to the point that people who become infernos patiently wait to be killed. I mean, it's a real problem. But in all seriousness, I know I always correlate fictional characters to real life events, but in truth, these problems are actually affecting Black people today. So if you haven't heard of qualified immunity before this video, I encourage you to look it up and support the movement to abolish it. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts below. And if you would like to support me and my page, be sure to buy me a coffee. The link is below. But until next time, have a fantastic week, my friends.